Welcome back guys, this is Shrikant. Now we are going one step ahead. We are trying to make the report more interactive. So we need to understand some functions which are present in the SSRS because playing around function will always give a lot of ideas. So today's topic is built-in functions in SSRS. So I'm going to tell you where to find those functions, how to play with those functions and how to understand those functions. So let's jump into the data tool. So this is the data tool and we have created our project, and our project is basically this one which we are talking about, and in the project we added two RDL. Okay, fine. So I'm selecting my second RDL now and want to understand the different functions. So we covered this area, left side area, we covered this area, we covered body, headers, part, everything. Now you are a basic developer. Now you are able to design a report. You can play around the different data set, columns, and all those things. You can play with the header, footer, and the designing part. Now we are understanding one step ahead, and we are trying to understand the built-in function. So to understand the built-in function or things, just simply select any column here. I'm selecting this one and just going to expression just to demonstrate you the different functions. So okay, so we talk about built-in fields. Okay, we talk about parameters, we talk about fields. Fields are something which are basically the columns from the result set. Then data set, all the respective data set you can find here. Okay, find the variable which we don't have it. Okay, now we are going to more easy thing into common functions. So these are the functions, these are basically group of functions. Let's say you want to play around the text, so you need to click on the text, so all the text related function will appear here, and here you can get a lot of things. Let's say you want to play around the date, you can go with the date function. If you want to play around the mathematical part like the absolute, then a scene 8 and all those things, power, round, fix, you can get it here. From the specific option you can get the description. For example, let's say I say math function. In the math I want to go for the ABS, that's absolute function. So what does it say? It says returns the absolute value of a single precision floating point number. So for example, they have given us very good example also. For example, ABS minus 0.5 is a absolute it's a it's an absolute number, so which is having again minus, and let's say I want to see absolute of this value. So these are the example you need to use, and you can get all the description here itself. Okay, let's say I want to see the inspection function, that is numeric or not, is date or not, is nothing or not, right? Is nothing means null here. Then some financial function like the FVs, you can find this function in Excel. Then some conversion function, for example you have a string value and basically it should be a int, then you can typecast into the int. Like we have function for converting the string to decimal, cdbl, convert to dbl, convert to boolean, convert to byte, convert to char, convert to short if you want int, right? So multiple function actually. Str, return string represented of number to string, that's a str function. Then miscellaneous, we have multiple function. Okay, awesome, we have a lot of function, right? Let's try to see once again. Conversion function, we don't need to worry. Aggregate function, average count, all those things we have fine. Program flow, so program flow kind is basically is to control the flow. We have three conditional statement here. One is called as a choose, another is IIF, then another is switch. All works the same based on the same concept, but depend on your requirement. So let's say I want to go for the II function. Let's understand return one of two objects. So depending on the evaluation of an expression, and they have given a syntax like this is example. So this is the first value where you need to pass a condition, and if this condition matches, then it will give you the first result. If this is condition is false, then it will pull the second output. Okay, so these are a multiple function. Now I'm going to talk about IIF. So for my requirement is basically I want to, okay, let's do one thing. Let's basically these are the just give you intro. Based on your requirement you can use. For example, let's say if I say IIF, and if I select I need to follow the syntax. Let's say I'm saying if company ID. So if I want to write the company ID, so I need to take a field from the field data set. So just select fields, then I'll check the company ID here, ID, and just simply say if there is a value equal to 1, then I need the first output. So I'll say hi first. Then if it is false, then I'll say second, and simply say okay. Now just click on OK and just go to the preview. Let's see what happens. Basically we are controlling the things. Now value has been changed, high first, second, right? So something got changed because we are trying to control the behavior with the conditional statement with the expression. Likewise, for example, let's say I have the some absolute value a b, as I basically have some negative and I want to convert it to positive. Then what will I do? I will go to the common function. This is basically related with the math, so I will simply select absolute. So see, this function appeared here. It will show you all the respective formats. So I'll say simply the fields value here. I will go and I'll select here and just close it, and let's see what happens. It won't give you error, but it will show you the absolute value, but actually it is already absolute. So let's see, you got error. So sometimes the things are not straightforward, which need to be converted into different formats. So you can go with that. So basically you can do one thing here. You can convert CDBL. Okay, don't worry to remember the syntax also. Just go to the common function here and just go to math here, not math, actually conversion. Just convert to the decimal. We have a function called as the CDBL. Here it appeared, right? Okay, just pass it. Now let's see what happens. See, the previously we were getting the hash error. Now it's showing me 123. Why such thing happened? We basically fixed the issue, but what was the issue? I don't know. It got fixed. The issue basically is that this was a string, and it was basically it requires the float number, and it was not able to do that because it needs some float or integer values, and it was not getting it. That's why it was showing error. Now we converted to integer to the float, basically, right? CDPL, and it got converted into then absolute value. So basically these are a function based on our requirement, our use. We can go, we have a set of this much function, so they depend on your requirement. Let's say you want to find out the year, so we have a function called as the year here. Simply take the year here, likewise, and just say date. I'm giving as a date equal to 01-01-2022. Let's say 01-01-2022. Okay, this is just for demonstration. Now let's go to the preview and see something happens or not, or should we get error. My expectation is that we should get some value. Yeah, 2022. So likewise, we have a different function, and based on our requirement we need to use those function. Okay, no one can tell you which function is to where. It depend on you. You want to build your own logic and based on your requirement. So let's say you want to convert integer values to a specific string or something, then you need to go for the conversion function. Let's say you want have some text value and you need to pull out some text from that. For example, you want to reverse, you want to find out the length of a string, then you can go for the length. Let's say you want to find out some few left character, then you can go for the left. Likewise, if those things are related with the date, so you can go with the date things. Okay, perfectly fine. Hope you guys enjoyed our video related with the function in SSRS, and this video is really helpful, and I think I tried to explain you in detail. And thanks for watching. If you guys really like our video, please don't forget to share and subscribe with your friend and community, and thanks for watching.